everybody, I'm Selena Pearl and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my 1,000 subscriber special Q&A. Plus, it is a cosplay reveal. This is my Vampires SMP Apo cosplay of her just regular outfit because I don't have the wig for level 3 or any wig for level 2. So we're kind of just doing level 1 right now. But I think I like it and I wanted to show you all as part of this Q&A. On to the Q&A. Okay, so the first question today is from Capowell 2011. I probably said that wrong. They asked, who/what are you gonna be for Halloween? And you can tell that these questions were asked. I asked for the questions like a long while ago because I asked before Halloween. Anyways, I was a vampire for Halloween. I was going to do Shelby originally, or Scott. I couldn't decide between the two. So it's kind of a mix between the two, and I came to the conclusion that it's Shelby wearing more of Scott's clothes, like Scott's cloak and stuff. So yeah, I'll put a photo here. The next question is from apparently Pluto, and they asked, if you have to pick, what is one of your favorite edits that you've done? Personally, can't decide. I do like a lot of my past life edits, and I like a lot of my Vampires SMP ones. I think those are the ones that look the best, and the audios are good and stuff, and I think they look better quality than my other stuff. So if I had to pick, I think it would be one of those. My first couple Vampires SMP ones were really fun. I liked those. And then a lot of my newer ones are kind of good too. But also every time I make a new one, they become my personal favorite until I make another one. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The next question is from The Missing Pool, and they asked, who's your favorite character to find and make edits about? I think I personally, for life series, we're gonna start there. I personally like to make edits about, I feel like Pearl, Grian's really fun to make edits about. Joel is fun, even though I don't really make a lot of Joel edits. Jimmy's also has fun lore. And Jem's also really fun sometimes. Scott's also really fun. And then for Empires, I like making Joel and Lizzie edits for those two. Those are the only edits I think I've made for Empires. And then for Vampires SMP, because these are like my main 3 SMPs that I watch right now, I think. I don't know. For Vampires SMP, I really like to make Owen edits, Scott edits. Pyro edits are really fun, and Apo edits are really fun as well. I like Avid edits as well. But like, I think Owen might be my favorite to make edits for and find edits for because his lore was insane. Next question is from I Don't Know Anymore Forever, and they asked, out of all seasons of the Life series, who's been your favorite competitor and who's been your least favorite competitor in each season? Okay, we're gonna start with Third Life. I think that my favorite competitor probably would be the whole like Desert Alliance, because personally out of the whole Red Winter battle, I liked the Desert Alliance better. But personally, out of the whole alliance, I think maybe Grian and Scott were my favorite competitors. And then least favorite from Third Life would, I don't know. I feel like Tango kind of screaming out to me because he didn't really have a big impact, really. I don't know. Etho kind of didn't either. I don't know. That's hard. Last Life, favorite competitor probably would be Joel. Was good. I think Grian did good, Scott did good, and Pearl did good. And least favorite? I don't know. Maybe Skiz, because I didn't watch anyone from that alliance, so maybe Big B, because he kind of did ruin the Shadow Alliance. So that was such a fun alliance, and then he had to go kill Cleo. Simplest thing would have been like, hey Cleo, can I kill you? Or is there somebody that I can easily go kill? Double Life. I don't even have to answer my favorite. I think everybody probably knows it. Pearl is my favorite competitor from Double Life. Joel was also really fun. Like, he got like the whole really crazy with the whole ship burns, everything burns sort of thing. Scott was kind of fun. I feel like I've said Scott every single time. Least favorite, maybe Impulse. Beat-ups, maybe, I don't know. Like, it feels so weird saying the least favorite, because I don't have a least favorite, but I'm kind of just picking the ones who I personally think weren't the most crazy. Limited Life, I really liked the Bad Boys. They were really good competitors. I was hoping for a Bad Boy win. I think Martin was a good competitor. Scar was a good competitor. Pearl was a good competitor. Not a good competitor. I feel like Skiz and Jimmy died a lot in life, I think. I might be wrong on that. I think they both died a lot, so maybe those two are not that good of a competitor, even though I did say Jimmy for favorite competitor. I don't know. Secret Life, I really liked Scar as a competitor, and Pearl was a good competitor, and I think I feel like a lot of people were really good competitors in Secret Life and Wildlife. That's the next one. That I don't really feel like I could pick at least favorite for those two, because I feel like everybody had a really good competition, and I thought like anybody could win. Like Jem, Joel, so there was Scar, Pearl did really good as well in both. Scott did really well in both. Jimmy was improving a lot as well, and he was getting better rankings and not placing last. So I think everybody did really well in those two. And even Past Life, like everybody was doing really well in Past Life. So I think for those three, I think everybody is my favorite competitor, because everybody was doing really, really well and improving a lot. Like, for example, Jimmy didn't place last. He got like in the final 5 in Past Life, which I think was really, really impressive. And yeah. And for the specials, I think really the winner was my favorite, because I only watched the winners from the 2 specials, and then Nice Life I watched a bunch of people, and I think Joel was my favorite for that. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The next question is from B Crafts and Games, and they asked, who is your favorite VSMP character? I think personally I really do like the main 4 vampires the most, which is kind of funny because I am not in a cosplay for one of the main vampires. I really do like Scott's story. It was really interesting. Owen's was amazing. Shelby's was really good, and Pyro's was really good, and I think their characters overall were really good. But like towards the end of the story, like if you consider the beginning, those are my favorite, and then towards the end, I think I like Owen, Scott, Shelby, Avid, Drift, Apo. I think personally my favorite might be Owen. The next question is from I Am Katie, and they asked, what is your favorite live series season, including the joke seasons? I think that out of the 3 joke seasons, I think that I personally like Nice Life the most. And then if you include every single season, I think I like either Double Life or Wild Life or Past Life the most. And I think Double Life and Past Life are higher than Wild Life. I'm not sure. It's one of the 2. The next question is from The Missing Pool, and they have asked, if you had to go to Hawaii with any other person for a week, who would it be? This could be a dead or alive, and if you know them or not. I like this question because it's an expansion of the if you could meet any person, you have to stand them. If it's somebody I don't know, I would like to meet any of the lifers or the VSMP cast, any one of them, really. I think would be really fun to go to Hawaii with. But if I know them, I would personally like to go with any of my friends, IRL and online. I think I personally would go with somebody I know. But if I could go with anybody in the whole world, I would definitely go with one of the lifers or the SMP cast. I feel like maybe Shelby, maybe Jimmy, Scott would be fun, Pearl would be fun, Jem would be fun, Owen would be fun, Avid would be fun too. I don't really know. The next question is from One Woman Band, and they asked, if you were thrown into the Life series, how well do you think you would do? Are there any alliances or strategies you would have? So I'm assuming that it's the regular cast as well, including me. So I don't think I would win, but I also don't think I'd place last. I think I'd place more towards the middle. I think I would do well, but not well enough to win, because I'm not good at PvP in Minecraft. So I think that would be my weakness in that. And then I think for alliances, I would probably go with somebody who's strong at PvP, and also I would go for people who are really nice and fun to be around, which is all of them, actually. But I think for stronger people, I'd probably go with like Joel or Scott, because they both won twice. Martin also won twice, so I might go with Martin too. So I think maybe Scott, Joel, Martin, because they all won twice, and they would be able to help me win. Plus Scott, I feel like he would sacrifice himself if needed, and if we were like the final two or something. And then for strategies, I feel like I would, once again, try to team up with people who are strong and can help me win, or previous winners who probably wouldn't mind letting me win. And I think I would try to get sugarcane first, and I would try to get animals first, so then there's not a lack in all that supplies for the future. The next question is from Turtle Lover 0226, and they asked, what are your favorite Life series / Empires / Vampires SMP ships top 3? For the Life series, my favorite ships would probably be, I think my personal favorite for the Life series might be Flower Husbands, and then Desert Duo is probably second, and then I think Ranchers might be my third. For Empires, my favorite would be Lizzie and Joel. That's my number 1. My number 2 would probably be Flower Husbands, because they were kind of a thing in season 1. And then I also really do like Nature Wife is fun. And then for Vampires SMP, that one's hard. I think my favorite might be Love Bitten, which is Owen and Lewis. And then I also really like Appo and Cherry. That's a fun one. I also really like Avot, I don't know how to say that one, which is Avid and Scott. I also like Major Life, which is Pyro and Scott. And then I also like Moonrot, which is Pearl and Cleo. And then also I like Shelby and Drift. That's a fun one too. But if I had to pick favorite, it would probably be Lewis and Owen, and then Avid and Scott, and then Moonrot. The next question is from Sophie the Short Friend, and they asked, what inspired you to start making edits every day, and how long does it take to put them together? Song choices, topic, the arts, etc. What inspired me personally really just was how a lot of creators that I watch, like the Lifers and stuff, they come out with all this new content and stuff, and I just wanted to support those people in the best way that I could. And I found the editing app that I have, and I kind of just started editing for fun, and then I started posting it because I felt like that I was improving a lot, and I wanted to show people it and get their opinions on it. So I started posting, and then I kind of just felt the need to post every day, and then I started enjoying posting every day, and then it started being a bit too much, so I kind of now have like a random schedule instead of an actual schedule, so it's not really every day anymore, but I still post a lot, and I'm planning to continue posting through all of 2026. How long does it take? It depends on the edit itself, because if it's a longer one, like closer to a minute, that would probably take me around 3 hours, 4 hours maybe. But if it's like a shorter one, it kind of takes me like 2 hours, 1 hour, around there. Song choice. Usually it's just an audio I have saved to my camera roll that I thought that I listened to and I thought that it would fit a certain character. So, or it's a request from one of you guys and I just go online and find that song and then I use that. So song choice doesn't take me that long. The topic doesn't really take me that long as well because I kind of listen to the song and decide who I think it fits, or you guys tell me a person, so then I just use that. And then the art, the fan art, that takes me a while because I have to go through all of Tumblr and find a bunch of new fan art because I always end up running out somehow. I don't know how. So it takes me like around an hour or two to get a bunch of fan art. And then I always have to make sure that there's the person's user for who did the art at the top so then I can credit later. And that takes me around like 2 hours, making sure I can, like 1 hour, maybe closer to an hour probably, for crediting an edit because there's a lot of fan art in there. So around 4 hours probably for an edit itself. The next question is from Camille Does Nails. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. They asked, who got you into the life series? Could be a YouTuber or a person you know, and when. I personally don't really remember the when. I think it was I think it was like, I think I started watching the life series around the time Limited Life was out, but I didn't watch Limited Life. I started watching when Secret Life came out. The person that got me into it was, well, at first, it really wasn't a person, it was myself, because I found a short from Jimmy, and then I started watching Jimmy, but I didn't know about the life series then when I started watching Jimmy. And then my one friend was like, oh, you watch Jimmy? I watch Lizzie. You should go watch LD Shadow Lady. And I was like, okay, I'll go watch LD Shadow Lady. So then I went and I watched LD Shadow Lady while still watching a bunch of Jimmy's stuff. And I watched her empires and stuff, and I really liked the empires. So then I continued and I looked through all of her playlists and I saw a thing called Last Life and I was like, what is that? So I went on and I watched Last Life and I really enjoyed the series. And around that time, I don't remember if it was before or after, I also found Jimmy's Third Life and started watching that, and then fell in love with the series more and more. And then Secret Life came out, started liking it a bunch, and then Wildlife came out like a year later and I was obsessed. So I hope that answers your question. The next question is from Katie Ty Cat. Probably said that wrong again. Sorry for that. They asked, when did you start watching the live series? And I kind of just answered that for the last question. So it was kind of around the time Limited Life. Like between the Limited Life and Secret Life, that's when I started watching. And the last question is from Grace Denby. And they asked, if you could meet one life series member, who would you meet? Also, who's your favorite life series member? I think if I can meet one life series member, I feel like I would meet Jimmy if I could. Because, I don't know, I feel like he stands out to me and I feel like I would really enjoy talking to him if I could meet him. But like I would meet any of them, honestly. I feel like I would also really like to meet Pearl and Lizzie and Jem and Scott and Joel. I feel like all those people would be really fun to meet as well. Also, who is your favorite Life series member? I think I have a lot of favorites, but if there's a new season coming out and I haven't watched any episode yet, I probably will go on either Jimmy, Scott, Joel, Pearl. I feel like I would go on one of theirs, maybe. Mostly though, I go on Jimmy, Joel, or Scott. So might be one of those three. Maybe Jimmy. I think Jimmy might be my favorite. Jimmy or Joel or Scott. I don't know. That's hard. I don't know. Because every season, I think I have a different favorite, which was answered in one of the previous questions. I think might kind of like my favorites. And that was all the questions. Thank you all so much for asking all of these questions and waiting patiently for me to answer them. Hopefully you all liked my responses to these questions. And I would like to say thank you for asking these questions. And also thank you to everybody for subscribing. I can't believe that I'm over 1,000 subscribers now. I think it's like 1,600 something. And that's very amazing. And I did not expect to get this far in not even a year yet. Maybe a year. Close to a year. So, yeah, it means a lot. And I can't express that. And I think I sound like a broken record the amount of times I say thank you for all your support. It means a lot. And I hope this video was great. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Goodbye.